Hi friends, welcome to GMK tutorials. Today we are going to discussing about a very important topic that is nothing but a structure of a MOS transistor. This syllabus is very particularly doing for the LPVLSI point of view. Moreover, it is also very basic concepts for the every ECE student actually. So, the first one is nothing but a structure of a NMOS transistor that is shown in the figure below. It is like a substrate, source, drain, gate materials. Obviously, substrate is different from the corresponding to diffusion materials of the corresponding two sides actually, as well as these two regions are called source and drain, which are connected via metal or polysilicon to the other parts of the circuit. So, that is depicted here actually. This is nothing but a source, this is nothing but a drain. It is connected through a polysilicon material actually. So, that is generally represents the corresponding lines can be represented here also separately. Metal is nothing but like this kind of the representation. Polysilicon can be represented with a black coated material. So, oxide can be represent this kind of a dashed lines, and diffusion can be represented like this, and a depletion can be represented like this. So, this is just a representation for the corresponding NMOS transistor. So, between these two regions a thin insulating layer of a silicon dioxide is formed, and on the top of this conducting material made of a polysilicon or metal is called as a gate deposited. Generally, in between the source and drain there is a some thin insulating layer of a silicon dioxide is fabricated in between the corresponding source material as well as also drain material. So, on the top of the corresponding silicon top of the SiO2 layer, we are also depositing the one polysilicon layer. It is also called as a metal is called as a gate is deposited. After that, there are two possible alternatives, that is nothing but the substrate can be lightly doped by either a p type or n type material, leading to two different types of a transistor. So, based on the corresponding substrate type, we can categorize the corresponding MOS transistor into two types, that is nothing but a p type, and second one is nothing but a n type. So, when the substrate is lightly doped by p type material, the two diffusion regions are strongly doped by the n type material. If you are taking the substrate is a p type material, obviously we have to dope it with the opposite material, that is nothing but n type material. With the help of n type material, we have to form two highly doped regions. So, in this case the transistor thus formed is generally called as a NMOS transistor. Okay. If you are forming a p type substrate as well as two n type diffusions, that is generally called as a n type NMOS transistor actually. So, when the substrate is lightly doped by the n type material and the remaining two wells can be formed with the help of a p type material, that is generally called as a PMOS transistor. So, that can be depicted in the opposite to the corresponding NMOS transistor. So, the region between the two diffusion islands under the oxide layer is generally called as a channel region. That means, in between the source and drain there is a one channel is existing due to the corresponding gate voltage. Okay. If you are taking the gate voltage is a negative, obviously this negative terminal attracts the positive electron, therefore, it forms as a positive type p type of a channel actually. Suppose if you are taking the gate voltage is equal to positive value, obviously it attracts the n type charge carriers, therefore, it forms a n type channel actually. So, it is completely depends on the type of the transistor, whether you are preferred NMOS transistor or whether you are preferred p type PMOS transistor actually. So, the region between the two diffusion islands under the oxide layer is generally called as a channel region. The operation of the MOS transistor is based on the controlled flow current between the source to drain through a channel region. The complete operation of the corresponding MOS transistor is completely depends on the charge flowing from source to drain actually. So, that can be flowing through the corresponding channel region only. So, here the channel plays a very important role to move the current from source to drain. So, that current can be controlled with the help of a gate terminal, that is the most important thing actually. So, in order to make a useful device, there must be a suitable means to establish some channel current to flow and control it. That means, if you want to make it is a very useful device, obviously we have to control that current from a source to drain. So, that is also one of the important point actually. So, there are two possible ways to achieve this, which have resulted in the enhancement and depletion mode transistor. Okay, there is a possible ways to control. So, channel formation means that In this case, there is no conducting path in the channel region for the situation when the VGS is equal to 0. That means, if you are applying the gate voltage is very 0 voltage, at that time we do not have any kind of the channel. Okay, that is when the no voltage is applied to the gate with respect to the corresponding source terminal. Suppose if you are taking the another situation, if the gate is connected the suitable positive voltage with respect to the source, then the electric field is established between the gate and substrate. It gives rise to charge inversion region in the substrate under the gate insulation, and a conducting path is formed in between the source and drain, and current can flow between the source and drain. So, here means that I can simply say in very easily, actually మనం గేట్ కి ఎప్పుడైతే పాజిటివ్ వోల్టేజ్ కనెక్ట్ చేస్తామో ఆ సబ్స్ట్రేట్ కి గేట్ కి మిడిల్ ఒక ఎలక్ట్రిక్ ఫీల్డ్ అనేది సమ్ ఇన్వర్షన్ లేయర్ అని జనరేట్ అవుతుంది. ఎప్పుడైతే మనం గేట్ కి పాజిటివ్ వోల్టేజ్ కనెక్ట్ చేస్తామో ఈ పాజిటివ్ వోల్టేజ్ వల్ల మనం తీసుకున్న పీ టైప్ సబ్స్ట్రేట్లో ఉండేటువంటి ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్, బికాస్ ఆఫ్ ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ ఆర్ నెగిటివ్ చార్జ్డ్ పార్టికల్స్, ఈ నెగిటివ్ చార్జ్డ్ పార్టికల్ ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ అనేవి ఈ మనం అప్లై చేసిన పాజిటివ్ వోల్టేజ్ వల్ల ఏమవుతాయంటే గేట్కి అట్రాక్ట్ చేయబడతాయి. సో అన్నీ ఒక్కసారి ఎప్పుడైతే అట్రాక్ట్ చేస్తామో సోర్స్ నుంచి డ్రైన్కి ఉన్న గ్యాప్లో అన్ని నెగిటివ్ ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ కనెక్ట్ అయిపోతాయి. సో మనకు ఒక లైక్ ఒక బ్రిడ్జ్ లాగా ఫామ్ అయిపోతుంది. సో దట్ ఈస్ జనరల్లీ కాల్డ్ మూమెంట్ ఆఫ్ కరెంట్, మూమెంట్ ఆఫ్ ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ ఈజ్ జనరల్లీ కాల్డ్ వీ కెన్ ఆల్సో కాల్డ్ as a current actually. So, ఎప్పుడైతే మనకు అలా ఛానల్ ఫామ్ అయిందో, వెన్ ఎవర్ వీఆర్ అప్లయింగ్ సమ్ వోల్టేజ్ టు ది సోర్స్ టెర్మినల్, ఆబ్వియస్లీ దెర్ ఇస్ ఎ ఫ్లో ఆఫ్ చార్జ్ క్యారీస్ ఫ్రమ్ సోర్స్ టు డ్రైన్ త్రూ ఏ ఛానల్. సో, దట్ ఈస్ అ very important point actually. So, one type of a charge carrier, that is a electron or hole, take a part in the flow of current. Okay, any one of them, whether it is a hole or maybe a electron takes a participation in the movement of the corresponding current from source to drain. So, that is the reason why mass devices are called unipolar device and BJTs are generally called as a bipolar device. So, in case of the mass transistor, the current flow is possible with the help of only one charge carrier. That is why it is called as a mass transistors are generally called as a unipolar device. So, therefore, by using a mass technology, 4 basic types of transistors can be fabricated in NMOS enhancement type, NMOS depletion type, PMOS enhancement type, and PMOS depletion type. So, each type of the corresponding mass transistor having its own advantages as well as also disadvantages. So, it is also possible to realize the circuits by combining both the NMOS and PMOS transistor, known as the complementary mass technology. That is the most electronic VLSI or maybe LP VLSI where most element or a component that is used as a CMOS circuit or CMOS circuits or CMOS inverters also. So, mass transistors are symbolically it can be represented like this actually. So, this first one represents a So, the first one here, the first one represents the NMOS type enhancement mode. It is nothing but a NMOS depletion mode type representation. It is nothing but a P type enhancement mode transistor, and the last one is nothing but a P type depletion type mass transistor. Okay, I will conclude very quickly. So, ఇక్కడ ఏం చేస్తున్నా మాస్ ట్రాన్సిస్టర్ గురించి డిస్కస్ చేస్తాం. స్ట్రక్చర్ ఆఫ్ ది మాస్ ట్రాన్సిస్టర్ బేసిక్గా మనకి మాస్ మెటల్ ఆక్సైడ్ సెమీ కండక్టర్లో స్ట్రక్చర్ ఫామ్ కావడానికి ఆబ్వియస్లీ వీ హ్యావ్ ఏ టూ రీజన్స్ యాక్చువల్లీ. మనం తీసుకున్న సబ్స్ట్రేట్ని బేస్ చేసుకొని, మనం తీసుకున్న వెల్స్ని బేస్ చేసుకొని వీ కెన్ డిసైడ్ వెదర్ ఇట్ ఇస్ ఎన్ టైపా లేదా పీ టైప్ అని డిసైడ్. ఇఫ్ యూ ఆర్ టేకింగ్ ది పీ టైప్ సబ్స్ట్రేట్ తీసుకున్నారంటే పీకి ఆపోజిట్ ఏముంటాయి ఎన్ టైప్స్ 2 వెల్స్ ఫామ్ చేస్తాం. ఎల్స్ ఫామ్ చేసిన తర్వాత దానికి corresponding source and drain can be connected through the one SiO2 layer. After that we are forming with a polysilicon ఒక మెటల్ తీసుకున్నాం. యాక్చువల్లీ మెటల్ తీసుకొని ఒక గేట్ టెర్మినల్ డిపాజిట్ కోసం ఈ 2 వెల్స్ ఆర్ యాక్ట్ యాజ్ ఎ సోర్స్ అండ్ డ్రైన్గా మనకి యాక్ట్ చేస్తాయి. సో దట్ ఈస్ నథింగ్ బట్ NMOS టైప్. సపోజ్ ఇఫ్ యూ ఆర్ టేకింగ్ ది పీ టైప్ తీసుకున్నారంటే ఆబ్వియస్లీ పీ టైప్ సబ్స్ట్రేట్ కెన్ బి కన్సిడర్ విత్ ది హెల్ప్ ఆఫ్ ఎన్ టైప్ సబ్స్ట్రేట్ అండ్ 2 వెల్స్ కెన్ బి ఫార్మ్ విత్ ది హెల్ప్ ఆఫ్ ఎ పీ టైప్. Moreover, based on the channel inversion channel in between the source and drain, that is also can be categorized with the help of a corresponding charge carriers. మనకి పీ టైప్ వల్ల కరెంట్ ఫ్లో అవుతుందా లేదా ఎన్ టైప్ వల్ల కరెంట్ ఫ్లో అవుతుందా, సో వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ పారామీటర్. సో So, these are the some of the representation for the corresponding symbolic representation. అంటే 4 types ఉన్నాయి మనకి, depletion mode and enhancement mode in both p type and n type. ఈ రెండింటిని కలిపి కూడా మనం డిజైన్ చేసామంటే that is generally called as a complementary metal oxide semiconductor. Why we can call this a metal oxide semiconductor? Here metal means that obviously polysilicon is generally act as a metal actually. S means that SiO2 layer and metal oxide semiconductor means that obviously we are considering the substrate actually. So, that is why metal oxide and semiconductor. So, that is why it is called as a metal oxide semiconductor material. Moreover, in case of the metal oxide semiconductor material, the charge takes place due to the only one charge carrier, whether it is a p type whether it is a p type or n type. So, that is why we can, it is also called as a unipolar device. Okay, thank you for watching this video.